Vande Mataram students, let us divide what we have learned today. All of you are very well aware that we are at the moment going ahead with the chapter number 2, why democracy, right? And all of you know what is democracy, okay? Right? Democracy is nothing else but form of government, okay, where people elected representatives. Now all of you are knowing very simple definition of democracy, which you have learned in standard 6. Okay, that is government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And this definition is given by none other than Abraham Lincoln. But so there's something more than this definition. Okay, before I go further, let us learn about features of democratic government and non-democratic government. The democratic government is always formed by the representatives, while non-democratic government ruled by force, by a person or a group. In democratic government, representatives are elected in the free and fair elections. While when we talk about non-democratic government, representatives are not elected by the people, or many times, even if there are elections, they are not free and fair. Now in democratic government, major decisions are taken by the elected leaders, while in non-democratic government, major decisions are taken by non-elected leaders. In democratic government, there is something called FOE, freedom of expression. Here, citizens have right to oppose policy and action made by the government. While in non-democratic government, most of the time, they cannot criticize the government or to do that. Yes, in democratic government, citizens have voting rights on a equality basis. Every adult citizen is allowed to vote. Here, in non-democratic government, there is actually no voting rights. But even if it is given, it is granted to the only few citizens. Now, so democracy is not that only definition. Okay, it is something more than that. So there are features of democracy. First, rulers are elected by people. That is basic thing. Okay. Second, major decision by elected leaders. Third, free and fair election. Fourth, election in regular intervals. One person, one vote, one value. And rule of law and respect of rights. We are going to learn about each one of this. Okay, first feature is major decision by elected leader. Listen, democratic government is one in which the people's representative participate in the decision-making process. That means a civilian cabinet generally takes decision on behalf of people. They own a collective responsibility for all the decisions taken by the government. But in dictatorship and monarchy, it's not like that. Okay? And we have a very good example of the Pakistan. Pakistan is having elected parliament. It is having government. All of you are knowing that Imran Khan is elected prime minister. But in Pakistan, the real power is always in the hands of military. Now, it happened during the 1999, the General Pervez Musharraf, he was the army head, overthrew the democratically elected government and declared himself as chief executive of the country. In 2002, he issued a legal framework order, and under this order, president, that time he was president, he declared himself as president, right? Can dismiss the National or Provisional Assembly. The another change which he incorporated in constitution was, and now onwards in Pakistan, the work of civilian cabinets is going to be supervised by National Security Council, which is dominated by military officers. Final decision or powers rest in the hands of Pervez Musharraf, and after that in military leader. Okay. So in democracy, then we cannot call Pakistan as a democratic country. In democracy, the final decision-making power must rest with those elected by people. Okay? Tomorrow when we are going to meet, we are going to move ahead than this. I have given you one question also for exam, for your homework. That why we can call a Pakistan as non-democratic country in spite of having uh, elected parliament in Pakistan. Okay? Tomorrow we are going to have our examination of French evaluation. It's going to be open book test. So please be ready for that. Till then,